Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the third episode of my Dark Coders. Now today I'll be showing you guys the if statement and instead if, else if, and else. Okay. So it has been a long time I actually didn't do YouTube. Today I'll be doing it because my exams are over and finally I got my result. Well, I got a GP of 3.5, which is well fair, not bad, but my mom is like, oh my god, why didn't I get 4? Anyway, let's just start. So the first part is going to be int main, and then now if statement, right? Okay, if statement is basically like you're gonna have to put condition that if, let's say, int, let's say about grading. Okay, as GPA is all in my head right now and I got 3.5. holy shit. Anyway, if let's say somebody like Sam got 50 mark and then Adam got 40 mark. Okay, so let's say now if this is if statement, it's actually returns that if like a condition, like if a Sam got greater than Adam, then I would like them to printf what? Print Sam wins. Sam got greater mark. Okay, then like if Sam gets more than Adam, then they're gonna print this, and if not, then else. It's just like basic English. I'm just gonna write printf who wins. Adam wins. Alright, then don't forget to write /n, because in competitive programming you're gonna have to have the habit to write /n all the time. Okay, and yeah, return 0. Just having a habit of writing it. Okay, now clicking F9. Okay, I get that. Now let's say Sam got 50. Oh, where did it go? Okay, now Sam got greater marks because Sam has more and Adam has less. Simple. So it basically returns that if this condition fulfills, then it goes here, and then if it is not, then it goes else, and then print this. Okay, this is basics of if statement. Now let's go to nested if. Nested if is like if under if. Okay, now let's say if Sam is greater than Adam. Okay, now I'm gonna add another if statement. If, okay, Sam got more than 90. Okay, then I'm gonna print out Sam printf Sam got more than 90. Okay, /n. So basically what this thing is gonna read is like, okay, Sam, you got 50. Okay, Sam greater than Adam. So basically this one is going to go. Let's just put that on the top. Okay, this one is gonna happen. Yep, printing if this one, Sam got greater than Adam. Yep, it is. Now if Sam got greater than 90, print if Sam got more than 90. So this condition has to be met, and then this print is going. This is going to be printed. Simple. Now else Adam got greater. Now if I want to write another if condition, nested if means like if under an if. That means nested if. Simple. If I just want to write another one, if Adam got more than 90, then I print what? Print this. I'm just gonna copy this. Saves time. Control V. Just change that to Adam. Okay, done. Now let's just change a bit. I put this as 90. Sam got 90. Then this is how the compiler is gonna read. 90 is greater than 40, so that's why this if statement is gonna work. Now print Sam got greater mark, so this is gonna work. Then if Sam is greater than 90, which it is not, okay, it has to be 1. Okay, if I want to do equal to 90, then it has to be like that. but I'm just gonna put as greater than 90. Now printf Sam got more than 90, and then this is also gonna print out, and so this is not gonna execute, only this part gonna execute. Now let's click F9. Okay, I've missed that semicolon. F9. I guess I missed another semicolon here because I copy pasted it. Okay, now the answer is going to be, here you go, Sam got greater marks, which is this one, then he got more than 90, that's why Sam got greater than 90. Simple as that, it's done. Now let's say I change the values to this 9 and this one to 90, let's put it as 100, full mark, great job Adam. Now if F9, there you go. Else works, if doesn't work because Sam is not greater than Adam and Adam wins. Adam got more than 90. Simple as that. That is the if nested if statement for this time. Alright, now let's just go a bit harder level, a bit difficult level of if statement where I'm gonna use else if. Okay, now remember in school classes that they gave you marks, for example, like if you get A, okay, grades are all in my head right now. If I get A, then it's gonna be more than 90 mark. If it is B, then let's say it's gonna be what, 80 mark, I guess, more than 80 mark. And then if it is C, then it's gonna be more than 70, I guess. Then let's just hope that nobody actually gets less than C. If it is F, let's say, actually not F, but D, E, F. Okay, D and below, let's put that as less than 60. Okay, this is going to be the grading system, our grading system. Okay, so now basically this algorithm I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take students' mark and then I'm gonna check what grade they got. In other words, this is the thing that they do in class, I mean to check your grades. So basically at first I'm gonna declare some variables. Let's say first I'm gonna declare grades. Okay, so that I first of all take scanf, means input, okay, %d, then I'm gonna take ampersand, what, your grades, the guy's grades. Okay, I really hate putting that capital letter, so I have to click caps lock on the time. It just became a habit of typing in Word. Anyway, scanf %g grades, okay. Now what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to put it in if statement. If, let's say, okay, the grades, if it is more than 90, then I'm going to simply printf, press, what do you call, A, right? Yeah, you got A. Or just A, it's fine. I was gonna write you got A or something, which is a bit, I'm getting lazy. Okay, now basically now if I wanna write, okay, first of all, if I put like 90, then he just got greater than 90, so A. Let's just test that. It's kind of a good thing to test that, you know, debug it all the time as long as where you go. Like, okay, if I put like 90, let's say, now nothing's gonna show up because it has to be less than equal to, because if I put 90, that means if I don't put this equal to, they don't take 90 as one of them, they take as from 91. Basic math. Okay, 90, then I get A. Simple, it comes out. So this part until here, so far so good. Okay, now let's go next. If else, okay, I mean else if. Wow. Okay, else if, well, up to this day I can't even write else. Thank you. Else if I write grades which is greater than equal to 80, and now I have to write a bitwise operator. For example, like for y is that I have to write like this. Okay, like if I put 80, then it has to be greater than, or if I put, let's say, 82. Okay, now thing is 82 is greater than 80 and it's gonna happen in here. Okay, now let's say I'm gonna print it out. Print f, what you got? I got b, right? b/m. Okay, now let's say I got f9, I put 82, I got b grade. Simple. Okay, so far so good. F9, if I put 90, then I get A. F9, if I put 100, I get A. Okay, simple. It's going now. I didn't have to put the bitwise operator, forget that part. I'll put that on later. I'll show that later. Anyway, else if. Now, if my grade is 80, right? Now it's 70. Else grade, where is it? Grade is greater than equal to, what do you call, 70, yep, 70. Then I'm gonna put as printf percentage d slash n, and I'm gonna do that as what? Oh, not as percentage slash n, I'm just gonna put that as c. Simple. Then slash n. Okay, now let's try it. Oops, see what is wrong. I didn't put S. F9. Now if I put 75, then I get C. If I put F9, let's say 80, then I get B. Yep, it's working so far so good. Now I have to put less. Oh, else 60, right? Now in here, I can put it in two ways. One is that else if, okay, else if grades, if it is less than 70, in other words 69 to 0, okay, then I'm just gonna write printf, what do you got, d, right? Okay, slash n. Okay, now F9, if I click it, let's say I got 60, hope nobody gets that mark. D, if I get, somebody got 1, it's still D. This is a way, but thing is, when compiler reads it, okay, they check it like this way: if I got this, or if not, else if I got this, if not, else if I got this, if not, I got this. So in other words, they actually have to read through this one more time. But if I do not put if statement, okay, so it's like if you do not get 70, that means you got less than 70, right? It's just so common sense. So that's why you don't have to write a condition for it. So that's why you have to write else at the end. It's not like compulsory, but it just looks cool. Good. So now if I put 60, I got D. F9, if I put 2, then it's still D. See, it just makes sense. So in other words, it makes better for the compiler, and it is, I guess, a bit faster and better to read. Okay, so this is how the grading system works. This is how else if works. And if you somehow put else if another condition here, like so, and write something, another condition, blah blah blah, then, well, it becomes a nested if. Yeah, so far so good. That means it until that much. And one more thing is that Boolean value, you're gonna learn that, I mean, while you do competitive programming, that if you put if and if you put 1, that means it's always gonna work. If you put 5, that means this condition is always gonna work. Like print f, let's say it's gonna work. Okay, it's actually out of the if else part, but I'm just saying that if anything, like any integer in here except 0, okay, it's just gonna work. Means this program is gonna work, run. Like see F9, and then here it happens. By the way, I put scanf, okay, I don't want any input or something. F9, see, it's gonna work. Okay, now if I put 0, F9, it's not gonna work, nothing is coming out here. So basically, Boolean value, it means that it's either a number or 0. Okay, so if I put 0 here, means a Boolean value, it will return nothing, 0, so that's why it's not gonna work. And if you put something here, it means it's gonna return something. In other words, if you think a bit more carefully, like if I put like, okay, let's put grade is equal to 5, then if I put grades, what's the grades is grades, right? So grades is what, 5, right? In other words, grades has a value. Okay, so that means it's gonna work. F9, see, it's gonna work. Now if I put the grades is equal to 0, now grades, if grades means guess what, this is 0, right? So F9 and nothing is gonna work. In other words, you can also put it in a different way. It's just like water, okay, programming. So the way you want to type, you want to write. If grade is equal to 5, this means comparing from right to left means grade. If it is 5, then this will return a boolean value of 1. Means in other words, this one is acceptable. That's why this is gonna run. Let's check out. Yep, it just did. Now if I put that as 0, now 0 and this one as 0 means grade is equal to 0, comparing, and it is true, it returns actually a boolean value of 1. So that's why F9 and it's gonna work. Okay, so yep, that's how the if statement. And the last thing for the if else statement, I'm just gonna show you guys about OR operator, bitwise operator, AND operator, and I already showed you these operators, and not operator. Okay, so let's start with OR operators first. So if ice cream, I'm gonna use OR operator, right, is equal to 5, okay, or hot dog is equal to 2. So basically in here it just shows that, that /n. Okay, so and basically this one shows that if ice cream is equal to 5, okay, or hot dog is equal to 2, one of the condition has to be accepted, only then this is gonna work. So ice cream is equal to 5, which is accepted, or hot dog is equal to 2, which doesn't matter, it's not 2, it's actually 1. So but 1 is accepted, so it will do the job. F9 and worked. There you go, it came up. But now if I write AND operator, means that both the condition has to be true. So in this time it's not gonna work. F9, see, nothing came out. Okay, so this is one OR operator is done, and once AND operator is done, now let's say as NOT operator. Okay, for NOT operator it's more simple. If ice cream is not equal to 4, okay, then only this is gonna work. So basically ice cream is 5 and ice cream is not equal to 4, that means the condition is true and it's gonna work. Let's see. Yep, there you go, it just did. Last thing of the NOT statement is like this. Okay, it basically changes true to false, false to true. So let's say that ice cream is equal to 4. Okay, let's just for simplicity close that. So ice cream is comparing equal to 4, which is not. So this is actually a false statement, but because I put a not up there, this will make the statement true. So the works is going to happen. F9, and there you go, it worked. But if I put that as 5, which is a true statement, okay, but because I put not there, it changed the true statement to false. So if false, so that means this is not gonna print out. F9, there you go, simple. Okay, simple as that. That is OR, NOT, blah 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 operators. That's it. Okay, basically that's it, and see you in the next video.